Okay, so video's going. They got the old audio going, and all there's really left to do now is record. So here goes in 3, 2, 1.
When you've got today's best taste in smoking, people find out.
Listen, Buster, man to man. Yeah.
You taste like a burger. I don't like you anymore. This is the Morning Stream.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Stream. It is TMS, and it is June 23rd, 2021. I'm Scott Johnson. Brian Ibbett over there. Hello.
Hello, Scott Johnson.
I'm tired. Tired today.
Yeah.
Didn't, well, I actually slept okay. I'm tired, and I think I know why.
Okay, tell me why.
So I played basketball last night, and I haven't done that in a while.
Oh.
And I did it with a bunch of 10-year-olds that I do like a little community center activity thing on Tuesday nights now, every other Tuesday.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's very nice. Next week it's art, or not next week, 2 weeks from now it's art. But last night it was, hey, let's play basketball. And there were 6 kids and 2 adults, and so we, picked teams, 1 adult on each team, and played a little half court. And,
cool.
You're trying to be not a jerk because I'm 6'4", and the
yes.
kids are, little kids. A couple of them are real good, though, so there was no stopping a couple of them. But anyway, did that for a couple hours, and it wasn't like rigorous basketball or anything. But I'm not used to using all that stuff in my body.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like it's been like, I don't know, probably 10 years since I played a proper game of basketball. And yes, I did stretch before. I'm not sore. I'm just tired.
Yeah, it's funny. When we were in Glenwood and we went to the big pool there, somebody swung by Walmart and picked up like a 97-cent beach ball. And that proved to be the best purchase ever, because we sat there in the middle of the pool and we took up a good portion of the pool with at one point 10 or 12 of us in this circle, doing the game you play, right, where you try to keep the ball from hitting the water. Everybody jumps up, and a lot of great dives and stuff like that, because you're not afraid to really dive for it and dig deep when you're just going to land in water.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And we all noticed, a few of us noticed, the older members of our group noticed how sore and tired we were just from playing water volleyball.
Yeah, it's like those water polo people. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like in the water,
Yeah.
it's already rigorous to be playing any kind of bounce the ball over a net back and forth or whatever, but you get in the water and now you're working everything, man.
Right. You totally are. Yeah. And it's like, all right, well, I do the cycling on the regular, but that just works pretty much like one part of my body and one specific set of muscle, one muscle group.
That's leg day.
So, right. It's always leg day.
Yeah.
But boy, yeah, I think I need to maybe, and somebody's already even said this. Well, Brian, you're doing great with all the biking, but you really need to work some other, like you need to work strength training in there. You need to do this and that.
Yeah.
Listen, if the MS-150 was half cycling and half lifting tires end over end, then I think I'd be all set. But
yeah. Tire lifting, it's the hot new way to
now I just need to get as many miles of stamina. Need to up my stamina percentage.
Are you so you riding every day till Saturday or Sunday?
I'm riding. I'm not going to ride today, but I will do, because I've done riding Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So the last 4 days. I'm skipping today. I'm going to do a fairly big ride tomorrow afternoon, and then nothing on Friday because I don't want to be sore and tired Saturday morning. So it's like,
that's a good idea. I was going to say,
like,
you got to let that spaghetti. You got to let that spaghetti stick to your ribs, man. You got to let it
really
soak in there.
got to bulk up on that carb. Yeah, that carb load.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a picture of my plate of spaghetti.
Good. That's great.
We're talking about it so much, Scott.
Why not? Let's share it with the world. That's what I say. Everything's content. So
yes,
make it content.
Exactly.
Well, that's great, Brian. I think you're going to do good. And if it was a basketball thing, I would not do it this weekend because I realized I'm really out of shape. But it was still fun, and these kids had a ball, and gave them all Rice Krispie treats after, which was real smart. Yeah, cool. You gotta do the stupid thing after a basketball game, and it was nice. It was a good time. It's
like orange slices for soccer are Rice Krispie treats for basketball. Is that the equivalent?
If I'd like when I was playing soccer as a kid, I loved when people brought orange slices. I don't know why. I just thought that was great. And we have to do that for one of these. We're going to do a geocaching night where we go and hunt around for some local geocaches and put it on their phones. So much.
Remember doing that in the 90s before we had GPSs on our phones? We actually had a freaking separate GPS that we would use for geocaching.
Yeah, it was great. And then before that, you just have paper and
right, you had to map it out on paper beforehand and say, okay, I think it's going to be somewhere in this area.
Yeah. So I want to have a cool idea for how to give them something good. But also, side note, I went running around the lake yesterday, and I'm covered in some sort of bite. And I don't know where I got these. I don't know what these are. I didn't feel them at the time. There's 1, 2, get 3 on my leg, 1 down by my ankle. There's 1. And they all they don't itch, but they're a little bit tender, like they're gonna itch. I don't know what that was. We're having a not cicada problem, but what are they called? Little tiny white bugs on your plants.
Aphid? Not
aphids. Aphids, yes.
Aphids? Okay.
Got an aphid deal going. Maybe it's
epidemic?
Yeah, an epidemic, yeah.
Epidemic?
I don't know if those bite. I don't know what the deal is with those, but those have been around,
That's what this thing looks like. All right, so hold on.
All right, Brian's in this. He's rummaging. He's
I'm rummaging. So
where's a rummaging?
Spider-Man has spider tracers, right?
Right.
Introduced way back in the old days of Spider-Man comics, and Tony Stark kind of updated. I think turned his little chest symbol into a spider tracer that he could send off as a little drone.
Mm-hmm.
So in this last, I picked up a few Apple products with my Chase Freedom Points. I had a bunch of Chase Freedom Points, and it's if you use them on Apple products, it's 1.5 times the point value versus going out and spending the money. And I'm I wasn't planning on getting a 4-pack of AirTags, but geez, if I'm using Chase points, I might as well do it. So I picked up a little 4-pack of these little Apple tags.
Yeah, the little tracer tag units,
We talked about this the other day, right? Because I'm comparing it to tile.
Sure.
I want to make, so here's a little spider tracer 3D printed. I want to make a spider tracer that you can put an AirTag into. Mm-hmm. And maybe even have a little magnet on it so you can
totally do that.
Throw it at somebody's car, have it stick to their car. All of a sudden you've got Spider-Man spider tracers.
You should totally do that. Why not? I mean, it probably have to be a car. It probably have to be a car of someone you know, so you don't get legal trouble.
I don't do it to just just some random dude. But this is what it looks like. A tick, doesn't it? Looks like an aphid or a tick or something.
Yeah.
But this is the spider tracer. Prior to Tony Stark's, this is what the spider tracers look like in the comics.
I love that idea. 3D print those, put them on top of tags. Boom. Cottage industry started right there. That's actually really cool. I like that idea. Side note about all this, the basketball and the whatnot.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I've got no ire in my heart toward any. I'm not a fan of brand fights and tribalism with brands. I don't care. You just use what you like, buy what you need. What does the job for you? You like that there Windows, you get that Windows. You like the Macintosh there, you get that. Mm-hmm. You need a phone, you got choices. Don't be tribalist with your stuff. But some people are weird with that, right? So yesterday, one of the dads of one of the kids is at the thing dropping him off. Okay.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get him here in 2 weeks. He might be at his mom's. And so if he's at his mom's place, we're going to need to figure out a way to get him here. All this talk. And I'm like, okay, we'll figure out a way to get him here. It's no worry. This kid's awesome. His name, he had the coolest name. I'm not going to say it because it's weird to say kids' names on the air, but he had the coolest name. Yeah. Anyway, and this dad was like, yeah, and I said, well, why don't I get your just send me your info. And so my first thought was, I pull out my phone and go, oh, do you have an iPhone? Because in my head, I'm like, oh, you just quickly airdrop that name to me, right?
Yeah.
Just airdrop it in 2 seconds, no big deal. And he says, no. And I go, oh, well, that's fine. And he goes, no, I have an Android phone. I don't have an Apple phone.
He got all like, ew.
Yeah, and I go, no, I go, it's not a problem. That's fine. There's a quick way on my phone to quickly get your contact stuff, but since you're on there, that's fine. We can do it the old-fashioned way. Just send me a text or whatever. And I'm trying to like get past it. And he's
right.
He's all, I looked at it once, but it meant I'd have to change everything I do, and I'm not about to. I'm like, this is really, I don't need any of this information. I just need to figure out how to get your kid here every other Tuesday. So he just got all pissy. I don't know what the deal was. And like, I don't have any problem with Android or Android users. Yeah. I have an Android tablet I fiddle with here and there. It's not my, favorite device, but it doesn't matter. It's just use what you want to use.
Yeah, there's some games and apps that you don't have on iOS, so it's like, I'll pick up an Android tablet on the cheap and I use it for that.
Yeah, or whatever your needs are, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
But this guy was really like, just I don't know what I don't have no free. It's like, okay, all right.
Really defensive about it, jeez.
Yeah, it's like it reminds me of, I don't know, it's everything. It's Sega, Nintendo, Coke, Pepsi. It doesn't matter. Like. Quit treating brands like you're in like you're on a team. They just want your money anyway, so they don't care.
Right, exactly.
So anyway, whatever. It's dumb.
It is dumb.
Let's we got a fun day planned here because it's Wednesday. I always like Wednesdays. Wednesdays are packed full of fun.
Yes.
And one of those fun things involves Brian Dunaway.
Yeah.
I'm going to call right now. It involves you fine folks at home, although I'm not ready for your call, so hold on a second.
Oh, did I even join I didn't even. Let's start the feud server.
I haven't either.
Let's start the feud server.
Where did I put it? I put it there. Feud server.
Oh, he's already in there. Dunaway's already in.
Yeah, he's kind of on the spot.
On the ball.
Yeah. He doesn't mess around, that fella. That there guy there.
Yeah.
Well, why is Google Voice being weird? Hold on, guys. Okay. There we go. And then there's that. Okay. And then Dunaway is probably already... Oh, no, I haven't. I added him. Okay. Boy, Scott, have you done this before? Is this a new thing for Scott? Okay. So here he comes, walking down the street, and we're going to hit play. Okay. So now I'm in the Tadpoley feud. Here's my sound test. Okay, good. It
works. All right.
All right. So Dunaway's being called. He's already in the game. The stage has been set. Now I just have to hit this button. Hey, look what it is. It's Babble Royale with Brian Dunaway, and he didn't join us yet for some reason, so I'm going to hit ring again. He didn't answer. Didn't pick up.
Dinger.
He may have been disposed. I don't know. Well, not
it's
predisposed.
Really
what do you usually say? Predisposed? Disposed.
Indisposed.
Indisposed. Thank you very much. There he is. Yes. Brian Dunaway, welcome to the show.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian. How are you guys?
Oh, hi.
Good, Brian. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Well, you sound fantastic. You're full of energy.
Yeah, well, the rain finally went away. It's been days and days of it, and now it's sunny. Yeah. It's like coming out of the hole. It's like, yeah.
I would take some rain. Why do you guys get all the rain? That sucks. I guess you're in the southern hemisphere. Not quite, but you're...
That's how weather works, Scott.
That's how weather works. We could just use some rain is all I'm saying. You know? A little rain. Never hurt nobody.
Yeah.
All right, we also have a listener on the line. They're going to play along with us. Let's find out who it is. Hi, good morning. Who's this? Mrs. Taffy guy. You know, he's Mr. Mrs. No, how would it work?
We can't hear. Brian and I can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear? Hold on. Let me fix this.
Oh.
Hold on.
Were you able to hear, Brian?
I did not.
No,
I thought Scott was just talking to himself.
No, it's me. It's me. All right, Lois, say something real quick.
Hi.
There she is.
Hi, Lois.
It's hi, Lois.
Hi, Lois.
Why isn't it Mr.? How come you're Mrs. Mr. Taffy? Wait, how's it work? You're the... Wait.
I'm the wife of the Taffy guy.
Yeah, but you should flip it
Mrs.
around. He should be the husband to the cool thing you do, is what I'm saying. How about that?
Oh.
Couldn't you just be Mr. and Mrs. Taffy?
Yeah, why not that? Yeah.
I
Brian,
mean,
like
Mr.
to
and Mrs.
play
Potato
on
Head
the-
had no problem with it.
Right.
I like to play on the gender names
oh, all
to
right.
mess people up.
All right. I'm with you there then.
Fair enough.
Sounds like
Fair
fun.
enough.
All right. Lois is here. Brian is here. We're going to play Tadpoley Feud, and Brian Ibbett will explain how that works.
I will do just that. It's time to play the Tadpoley Feud thing.
Good Lord.
I've surveyed the tadpole on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian are going to have to predict the answers that they gave us. It's Scott and Brian's job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Heir to the Taffy Empire, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian, and if your team wins, you get a prize package that includes Steam games courtesy of Matthew Bach. Don't Escape, 4 Days to Survive, and Sigma Theory, Global Cold War.
Ooh.
That last one's a good one.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, good call.
Sounds like one's kind of fun and innocuous. The other one is serious and intense.
Yes. It's very, Brian, very serious. All right.
You know, there's Brian and Brian. You pretty much
Yeah, I don't
didn't have
know.
to classify.
Hey,
Matter
listen.
of fact, it causes more confusion if anything else.
Yeah, look, if
Really?
we've learned anything from Film Sack, it's that I will once in a while not do that very well. So it's pretty good stuff. Anyway.
All right. Hands on your buzzers.
Oh, let me remove that real quick. Go ahead. All right.
Okay.
All right. We asked the tadpole. 385 of them responded to this question. Other than nuclear technician / safety inspector, name a job held by.
Damn it.
All right, Brian.
By Homer Simpson, and it's he was the Duff beer guy once.
All right, show me Duff beer guy once. Duff man. Yes.
Number
3
4.
answers will beat it, Scott.
Let's go with. I don't remember the name. Smoochy, Poochie. I'll you know what? I know another one.
Oh, the dog.
I'll come around. I'll come around on that in a minute in case someone remember that. But I'm thinking I'm going to go. I know of 3 or 4 jobs. The best one had to be Mr. Plow, so probably Mr. Plow.
All right, show me Mr. Plow. That name again is Mr. Plow.
Nice, number 1. Yeah.
No brainer.
I couldn't remember the other dog or the dog name for the cartoon.
Yeah,
I'll have to
yeah.
think of it later. All right, Mr. Plow it is.
All right, so Scott and Lois have the board. It's you guys are a team, and let's see how you do.
All right,
name
Lois.
another job that Homer Simpson had.
Do you remember the name? Is it not Smoochy? Poochie? Scoochie.
Scoochie.
I don't remember.
Snoochie Boochies.
I'm calling my dog Scoochie.
Poochie,
He's got the, he's got the butt worms.
It's a Uchi like name, right? Lois, do you remember that name?
Are you having a stroke? What's going on?
No, there's a name. It's the name of a dog he played. There was a whole episode where Homer was the voice of a really popular cartoon character, and I can't remember. It's like Moochie or Poochie or Scoochie or Bluchie. It's one of those Uchis. Well, barring
Daniel
It's
Tucci?
entirely possible that I might just have it in the list as voice actor.
yeah, it
Was
could
it be
be.
Gucci?
All right, I'm
Maybe.
I'll go with Smoochy and voice actor. The voice actor for Smoochy, and see if that gets me there.
All right, sounds good. Show me voice actor.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Really?
It is Poochie, and but I do have it in the list as voice actor / actor because I did have to kind of generalize a few of these. But that's number 13 in the list. Did not make the top 10.
Dang it. All right.
Interesting. So that's
Ryan
got me.
Dunaway.
That's got me rethinking everything there because I was thinking that was spot on.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's had so many jobs over
He
the
has.
years. I'm gonna go with what was it? But I can't think of what it was called though. I mean, I know that's the problem. So just occupation is good
The
enough, right? We don't
occupation
have
is
to
good enough. You don't have to yeah, I mean, if, trying to think of a good example that isn't one of these.
Right.
But you wouldn't have to say he was an R2D2 technician. You could just say robot technician if that was a thing.
Oh, then yeah, I'm gonna go robot tech. No, just kidding. He was he was. But is astronaut really a job? I'm going to astronaut because that was his big thing, right?
Oh,
he went.
yeah. He went up to space with
But I don't know
Buzz
if the
Aldrin.
tadpole would have.
What if it's not a job? What is it? Is astronaut? Is it being a? Is it a hobby?
Well, yeah, but he didn't really do anything. He was just kind of like along for the ride.
Yeah,
he wasn't really.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call it a job. I don't know if he got paid, but I wonder if
Yeah,
the
I mean, the other
Tadpole-
people he was with were astronauts.
Yeah.
He just kind of.
The Tadpole might still call that a job, though.
They might.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
I,
All right.
You know what? Yeah, I'm going with it.
All right.
Locking it in.
Show me astronaut. Yeah, number two answer.
Wow.
Really? Good. They had the same problem I did then.
That's an amazing episode. So they probably
It
stuck
is.
it on their mind.
That episode, by the way, was Deep Space Homer.
Oh.
Deep Space Homer.
Yes, it was a good one. And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
ate something something was floating in the ship, and he had to eat him to save the ship.
That's right. He ate him like a
It was the
guppy.
Cheetos, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cheetos.
Floating
Were,
around
oh
like
yeah,
a
they were
little guppy.
some kind of off-brand Cheetos, and they were getting into the computer system. And that episode featured Buzz Aldrin as an actual voice in there. It was like
That's right.
pretty great. Good catch. All right.
He's been. These are no. See, none of these things are jobs. The only thing he really ever made money at.
Yeah, but see, that's the
He
problem.
did
You
a lot
already
of
know.
celebrity stuff. Like he's been part of he was the singer in part of the so I'm going with singer because he did the barbershop quartet and stuff and all those. Yeah.
That's a
The
good one.
singer is that too vague?
Nope. It's good enough.
All right.
Show me singer. Yeah, so he musician. He was both a barbershop quartet member. He was a composer. He was in an opera. Also was a guitarist for a grunge band. So all of that is under musician.
All right. Well done, Brian. Continue, please.
Oh my god.
Dunaway, that is.
Right, Mimi. Thanks, man.
Just for this clarity you asked for earlier.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna. He was a boxer. Got his butt kicked a bunch of times. He was good at it because his head was so thick. But once again, none of these are things he made money at. He just
I know.
so I'm gonna
didn't
go
say-
boxer.
Yeah, the question isn't name a job where Homer collected a paycheck. It's just name a
Right.
job held by Homer Simpson.
All right, boxer.
All right, boxer. Show me boxer. Show me your boxers.
Oh man.
That is number 11 on the list, just out of the top 10. From
I
the
should have went with it.
episode
I got another one.
The
Let me try
Homer They
something again.
Fall was the episode.
All right. He had. Oh geez. He ran that tobacco farm.
Oh,
So a farmer probably covers it, where he
I
made
forgot about
the tomato tobacco combo. It was really
wait a minute,
popular.
because his dad or something. Oh, what was that story? Oh, I gotta go back and watch these again.
All right. Show me farmer. Number 10, yeah.
Nice.
He's been a farmer a couple times, actually. The tobacco one is probably the most famous. And then there was the EI annoyed grunt. He was a pig farmer.
Oh
right.
yeah.
All right. I remember an episode where he was. Oh, Lois, I should ask if you've got any.
I was going to
suggestions.
say, don't forget to consult your partner.
Yeah, Lois, you got any jumping off the top of your tongue there?
Wasn't he a bartender?
Probably. That sounds right.
He took over for Mo.
Did he take over? Well, I know the Flaming Mo thing. Did he do that there, though? No, because the Flaming Mo... Actually, I think you're probably right. It's a different episode. I'm getting Flaming Mo all mixed up in this. Brian, we're going to say bartender.
All right. Show me bartender.
Oof.
Yeah,
good job.
he was a bartender at Moe's Tavern for a while, for one episode. Homer the Mo. He was a bartender
Mo, forget about that
at Homer's Hunting Club. He was a bartender at O'Flanagan's Pub, and he was the bartender of the Beer Boys in the episode The Beer Boys.
Nice.
Dear boys.
Okay. That was a good one, Lois. Let's see. Let's think
Number
here.
5 for those listening at home. 4 answers left on the board. Number 3, 7, 8, and 9.
How do you feel
Nice.
about his...
I like this topic. This has been a fun one.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
Because there's such a large pool to pull from.
I have a...
I will say that there were 35 or 38 people, one of the higher ones we've gotten, that said, I don't know, I never watched The Simpsons.
Oh,
Wasn't
there's
he
always-
Dancing Homer?
Say that one more time.
Oh, Dancing Homer.
Dancing Homer.
Oh, Dancing
like the
Homer.
Baseball mascot dude.
Yes.
Oh, mascot. Yeah, we could say a mascot. Let's say
Yeah,
mascot.
yeah.
All right. Show me mascot.
There
Yep,
you
for the
go.
Springfield Isotopes.
All right. Oh, that's right.
Dancing Homer.
Dancing Homer. Okay. All right, Lois, we're getting to some. Didn't he run for mayor at one point to try to beat Quimby?
Yeah.
But he didn't
I was
run.
thinking
he
he
ran.
was
but
mayor.
I don't think he made it, though, did he?
Right.
Didn't he just run for it? I don't
Or
Did he get
wasn't
paid
he
for it?
for like
No,
a day?
Was he? I remember.
Oh.
Yeah, well, but was that a popular Tadpole thing, though? So this is the problem. The Tadpole's going to be thinking of all the surface stuff.
It was like
All right, well, okay. And then I don't know if it was the minoxidil episode where we got his hair grown back or what one it was, but at one point he took over the entire plant, and I wonder if somebody would put in there like, high level executive at the nuclear plant or nuclear plant, but I think he did that. Oh
The
shit!
plant manager?
Yeah, maybe plant manager, Brian. We say plant
Okay.
manager.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Show me plant manager or any kind of manager.
oh, really?
Yeah, no, that was the episode. He was the manager of the nuclear power plant in the episode Kiss Kiss Bang Bangalore, but did not make the top 10. Where was that one in the list here?
That had if that was
Because I did include basically any sort of manager or CEO.
right.
43, 42.
Oh, geez,
33.
way down there. Okay, that was a bad one for me.
42.
All right, Brian, it's back to you.
Back to Brian.
I'm gonna go with he was a webmaster. That one really hit home for me. They never did a podcast one.
Oh, the
But,
webmaster one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did
There's
do a
a website,
podcast.
mhm.
They may have done a podcast one actually since. I'm not sure. But
All right.
yeah.
Show me webmaster, blogger, vlogger, podcaster. Any of those.
Oh, how did those
Yeah.
not make it
On the
on
list,
there?
surprisingly low. Well, actually, no, 31, higher than manager, but
The fact that he was, in that moo, it's such a memorable episode in that moo.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he-
the bird.
yes.
Yeah. Get that stupid water bird that was like pecking the key for him and all that.
Right.
That was a great episode. All right.
Didn't he drive the monorail?
Oh,
Was he the monorail pilot?
I can't remember. That's what I'm trying to remember too. It's like, yeah, it sounds right.
The ring came off my pudding can. Let's do.
Here's my keychain, my good man.
Yeah. let's do that because monorail's such a iconic episode. We'll say monorail pilot or
All
driver.
right. Show me monorail driver, pilot, whatever. Conductor is the word you're looking
Good job.
for, and it's
Conductor.
number 9 on the list. I call that one bitey.
That's a good episode. All right.
It is. It
Does
is one
it
of the
now,
best
if we get
episodes,
this
yeah.
next one, I think that ensures a win. If I did the math right? Or no?
Yeah, you've already
Probably not.
ensured.
You get
you're
3,
32
yeah.
to 12. You've already ensured
Oh,
the
there's
win.
the score. I missed the numbers up there.
Yeah.
All right, so we're whooping him.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Stress is off, Lois. We don't have to stress too bad here. All right. How
I
about?
still think we should say mayor.
All right, we'll say mayor. Give mayor a shot.
Okay. All right. Show me mayor.
Oh,
Oh.
He did indeed run for mayor of New Springfield in A Tale of Two. Actually, he was mayor of New Springfield in A Tale of Two Springfields, and then he was a mayoral candidate in See Homer Run.
nice. But neither made our top 10.
Neither made the top 10. Mayor was number 29 on the list.
Okay.
How about?
right.
It was my turn, right?
Yeah,
It is your turn, Brian.
All right, how about the first job they showed, the pilot, the first job they showed, after Tracy Ullman, of course. He was a mall Santa. That's how they got Satan's Little Helper, right?
That's early.
Santa's little helper, yeah. Uh-huh.
Early.
Yeah, Satan's Little Helper.
Yeah.
All right, show me. It's Santa's little helper, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not
it's Santa.
Satan's little helper.
It's Santa's little helper.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Show me Mall Santa.
Oh,
Number 28 on the list. People remember that one, but not as much as the other two. Congratulations, Lois. You've won. Let's see these last two answers. Number 3 is a little bit of a cop-out, but it probably was a bunch of people who vaguely remember the show. They said... Dad.
Yeah. Jeez.
It is an
God,
unpaid.
what-
It is an
what?
unpaid job.
Yeah. Why is that on there? Gosh dang it.
I know. And finally, bowling alley employee slash pin monkey.
Oh, yeah, of course. That was a good one.
It was the pin monkey. Other items on the list. Let's see. Clown. He was a Krusty impersonator.
Yeah.
He was a car designer. Also a salesman selling knives, used cars, and tobacco.
Oh wait,
don't-
the car salesman one
yeah.
with Danny DeVito is an amazing episode. It's so good. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Keep going. It's really good.
Country singer manager for Lurleen Lumpkin.
Lurleen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He was a food critic and a film critic, a bounty hunter, a clerk at the Quickie Mart, a baby proofer, a beer baron, a bodyguard, a garbage man, a hippie, personal assistant to Mr. Burns, Mr. Alec Baldwin, and Carl in 3 different episodes. A writer of books and fortune cookies.
Oh,
Beef
I forgot
jerky
about that.
manufacturer, bootlegger, Carney. He caught the cannonball in his stomach
Oh
in a
yeah.
carnival.
He traveled around with Lollapalooza.
Right. That was under musician, the grunge
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hairdresser, ice cream man, mini golf assistant. Somebody put Mr. Sparkle.
That's what I'm going to say, Mr. Sparkle. I thought about that. But I thought mascot.
Wasn't really a job though for that one.
It wasn't his. It was just that fish and conglomeration of the logo.
Right.
He didn't really get paid for it.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great episode,
Roadie. And the job, well, somebody just put the job with the Scorpio villain guy, which I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
I guess
he was-
personal assistant.
Was he
Oh.
a person? I thought he was the safety manager there at that plant. Was that
Was he?
not?
Okay.
I don't
Or
remember.
something like that.
Yeah.
Might have been, yeah.
Been a long time. Well, all right.
Yep.
Pretty good list.
I
And
posted
also,
that Satan's Little Helper quote, by the way, from in the Discord server.
oh, you did.
Oh,
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know if you can
Oh,
play
I
it or
don't see
not.
it.
because
Oh, it's in your other group. Hold on.
Oh,
You're fine. Oh, here it is. Yeah. You know what? We should play this. Let's just play this. I want to play this. Hold on. Check this out. I'm playing it. Here we go. It's being played.
Little helper.
Santa's little helper.
Whoa. Wait. What?
might do it again.
It's not playing. It's weird. This website's.
No,
What is this
I don't know.
website? You
Yeah,
gave me?
it cuts it short. I don't know. Anyway,
All right, well,
yeah, I've
anyway,
always
it
called
is-
him Satan's Little Helper since that episode.
Yeah, it's Santa's Little Helper. We know that for sure.
Yeah,
well
maybe.
done, and that means Lois, you've won again, Lois. How do you feel about that?
Michael's gonna have some new Steam games.
That's right. You're just out here earning stream games for your husband. I know. I know how it is. Listen, someone's got to keep that taffy warm in his pocket, and he may as well be playing games while he does it.
bringing home the
Exactly.
steam.
That's
is what
exactly
you do.
right. You know what you got to do. Send Brian an email, coverville@gmail.com. He'll give you your codes, and your husband will go away playing games and be happy. Thanks, Lois,
That's
for
right.
playing. All right, well done. Hey, Dunaway, good job. You did well. Now, this weekend, we're all watching Toys for Film Sack.
That's right.
Yeah, we are.
Well, if you wait till the weekend, you've waited too long.
Like a bunch of happy workers is what we're doing.
That's right. Now, I've never seen Toys. It's the one Barry Levinson film I think I haven't seen. And I don't know why that was. I think maybe it was because it was so poorly reviewed at the time. But maybe there's some redemption for that film. We'll find out this Friday or
It's
Saturday.
got a very sweet, quirky quality to it.
Well,
But
he's-
sad.
I love
It's
his
like
movies.
a bittersweet kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It is. It's a sad Robin Williams movie.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why it didn't resonate with people at the time, but maybe it will more now. I don't know. We're going to find out this weekend when we watch Toys. Not The Toy with Richard
Not the
Pryor.
toy.
Yeah, very
No,
different.
different thing.
Yeah.
Different thing.
Or Toy Story 3, which is Brian. It's Brian Dunaway's favorite Toy Story movie. Is Toy Story 3 is your favorite, right? It's your
Right, correct.
It's your
Yes.
favorite.
Nailed it.
Yeah, that's the one. Brian Dunaway, anything else you want to mention before I kick you out unceremoniously.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
If you like watching people stream video games, I do that on Thursday nights at 5:30 Eastern time. I'm going to be playing some Graveyard Keeper with Kit London in the chat room. She's in there.
That sounds like a good time. You guys should tune in for that. It's Brian Dunaway on Twitch. All right?
Right, that's me.
Yeah, follow his channel. See you later. Bye. All right. Brian, we did it. That means it's time for us to do more. And more today means, where is it? We got to do the news. Today's news brought to you by
Hit Me One More Time, a podcast by ANTP superstar David Luzader, a fantastic look back on the things that you love with a fresh perspective. Check it out where you get your podcasts. That's Hit Me One More Time.
Yeah, recent episode with Brian Ibbett, none other than.
Darn right.
Yeah.
It was a blast talking about them Micronauts.
Yeah, Micronauts are cool.
Want to see a Micronaut?
Yeah, you got one handy?
Yeah. Here's a Micronaut. This is
oh, look at that. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the most like
right there.
old-timey. You guys got to understand, the toys we had back in the day, we didn't have the choice kids have now. And Micronauts was straight up cool. And so
it's the best.
We loved
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I also
that's a
liked
micro. So a few years ago, San Diego Comic-Con had a thing with Mattel or Mego. Geez, how could I forget? Yeah. We talked about this, where they had miniaturized versions of the already miniaturized Micronauts, but they were super tiny, and you could also get them in a box with like a Rom the Space Knight and a bunch of G.I. Joes and things like that, miniaturized versions of them. So somebody was nice enough to send me all the Micronauts, which I now have glued on top of my monitor, or blue tacked on top of my monitor.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wait, blue tack. It's that gum-looking blue stuff you get?
This stuff right here, like that. Right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Squishy and here.
Yeah, I feel like I stopped using that around the time those 3M strip things came out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, those are great for hanging pictures and stuff on the wall. Blue tack is great for sticking your minis to a little holder so that you can paint them very easily.
Oh, yeah. See, blue tack never went out of
I'm
style.
not going to use a 3M thing for that, Scott.
No, you're not. All right.
Come on.
Foo Fighters in the news.
Yep.
Great purveyors of musical content for these many
Bringers
decades.
Fighters of Foo, also.
Who's going to fight the Foo? They will. That's who. Well, they're releasing a disco album and calling themselves the DGs while doing it. Now,
yeah, this is great.
My favorite part of this is, it feels like it's totally the thing they would do. This is not weird. Like, it's totally something I think these guys would do and should do. But what I like about it the most, and I'll show the chat room the photo here, and it's linked in the news article. That photo is, if I didn't know, put your thumb over Dave's face.
Right.
And that is the most like 70s ass authentic photo I've seen in a really long time.
Yeah.
Really, really long time. So that's freaking awesome.
Even if you don't put your thumb over Dave Grohl's face, I mean, they still look like, they just rode a plane right out of the 70s.
Yeah, it's really, really great. So the Foo Fighters have unveiled their new musical direction, transforming from stadium rock heroes to Bee Gees tribute band for their next album anyway, as the DGs, a nod to frontman Dave Grohl's initials. The band will release an LP including 4 Bee Gees covers. Hail Satan. We'll see Foos take
Hail
on
Satin.
Satin. We'll see the Foos take on the Gibb Brothers 1970s disco classics, Night Fever, Tragedy, You Shouldn't Be Dancing, and More Than a Woman.
Where do you see shouldn't?
What did I write?
You shouldn't be dancing.
Did I say shouldn't?
You said shouldn't.
Oh, I meant should. I really meant should.
I'd like to hear that version of the song.
I was like John Lithgow and the Footloose there.
And Footloose.
Yeah, you shouldn't be dancing. Anyway, those are the good picks, or would you have gone some other way with those? With the
those are great picks. I mean, I'd love if this was a 12 song or a 14 song cover album, right? And had How Deep Is Your Love and Islands in the Stream and stuff like that, and there would be great. But hey, you know what? I'll take what I can get. Four is great. I'll
Four
take
is fine. Now, let me ask you this. Andy Gibb,
Yeah.
it had a really falsetto kind of high pitchy business going.
Yes.
How do you get that out of Dave Grohl? How's that going to work?
You squeeze the testicles. But Andy Gibb, very, very briefly a member of the Bee Gees. Barry Gibb was
was
Barry
it Barry?
Morris
I'm Barry. Sorry, Barry.
Yeah, but Andy Gibb was a solo artist, brother of the Gibb brothers. Also passed away tragically, I think.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember which one is still alive.
Barry.
Documentary.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
That documentary that you can see on HBO is fantastic. If you haven't seen it yet, it is absolutely worth seeing. Whether you're a Bee Gees fan or not, it is really, really good.
Well, I'm really curious to see how it sounds because I don't think of Dave Grohl as that.
Well, I think the first song I think has already been released, like a pre-release single. I want to say
Really?
Night Fever's already out.
Ooh. Night Fever, Night Fever. And then the original stuff, will the original stuff be in the stylings of this, I guess? They don't say in the article. I assume it is.
No, I don't think so. It looks like it's just live versions of songs from their last album, Medicine at Midnight. I think it's just going to be live tracks.
All right.
Done in the Foo Fighters style.
They're also doing a vinyl release. That will happen on U.S. Record Store Day, which is my birthday, July 17th. So look for that.
Look at that.
So
if you're looking for something to get Scott.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Side 1 of the LP will also include their version of Andy Gibb's Shadow Dancing, which spent 7 weeks at the top of the U.S. charts in '78.
Right.
Side 2 will feature
they were
5 live
battling.
versions.
Basically, at that time, there were Bee Gees songs and then Andy Gibb solo stuff competing on the charts. And then they invited him to be a member of the group. They finally invited Andy to join the three of them, and I think Andy passed away a year later or something.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's hardcore, man.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Dave Grohl doing a weird thing and bringing it to the masses. And the rest of the band.
Yes.
I don't want to give them short shrift. I just don't know their names.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know their names. They're guys. They're cool. They
I
do
know. I
stuff.
could never remember anybody in that band besides Grohl.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. He's your front man. All right, moving on to this story about a man who was nabbed licking a female body inside a Homa Bay mortuary. Licking her body. My body.
Her buddy. Where's Homa Bay? I want to guess it's Florida, but since Florida's not even mentioned in here.
No, let's see here. This is
UK.
it's a .co.ke. Where's KE?
Oh, this is Kenya. Just outside of Lake Victoria in western Kenya.
All right. So police on Saturday arrested a 22-year-old man. It's a little young to be licking the dead bodies.
Oh, really? What is the right age?
That's an argument for a different era.
What is the appropriate age to be licking a dead body?
I don't know when it's okay to do. Probably never. He was busted for licking the body of a dead lady at this hospital mortuary. The man has been identified as Anyango, who was nabbed licking blood from a woman who, until her death, worked as an early child development education teacher. I don't know why that's significant here, but I mean, whatever.
Paid by the word.
K24 Digital has described or established that the woman was shot dead by unknown assailants while she was washing dishes in her house. This dude is said to have sneaked into the morgue and had an exchange with the attendants who asked him to register his details before he was allowed to see any bodies. Wait, you can just walk in there and go, "My name's Frank Perry White, and
I'm here for the viewing." Oh, who? Well, who's the freshest?
I wonder if
what do you have in stock right now?
I wonder if freshness. Do you think freshness plays a role? Like if they're,
what's the special today?
I wonder if they have a preference for the fresh body versus the old one. Like maybe they.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they like the fine wine aged corpse. I don't know.
Yeah,
these people blow my mind.
Maybe he just likes embalming fluid. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be all he needs. When asked whose body he wanted to see, the suspect gave the name of a male and was directed toward that body was lying. Viewed the body, and then on his way out, he saw the body of the female teacher, and knelt beside it before licking her.
Gotcha. All right. So he really was doing a little window shopping there.
Yeah.
Here to see John. All right, he's in the door now. Let's do a little shopping.
Yeah.
Here.
He came in for the Philly cheesesteak. He stayed for the the pastrami on rye. So what are you gonna do? That's pretty gross. I think they probably should prosecute that dude or something. I don't know what you do there, but I don't think you should be allowed to just lick bodies.
No, I think that's probably offensive to somebody, not just the members of the family of the person who gets licked.
Yeah. I feel like an entire society has been offended. I would be.
Yeah.
It's pretty gross. Oh, that's interesting. Adhesive Wombat in the chat says, while gross, it's probably more fresh than the meat you find at the supermarket. Interesting. That is gross. And you're probably right. I didn't think about that.
Right. Yeah.
It's probably cleaner there,
Yeah.
Travis Houseless.
That's been refrigerated the whole time, though.
Travis Houseless yells, victimless crime. I don't know.
Well,
if you're family of the lady, what been licked?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a victimless crime. I mean, it's less victim-y than if she was alive, I suppose. But still.
So we should be able to do whatever we want to dead people because they're dead and it's a victimless crime?
Yeah. I don't know how I understand his point, right? I understand.
Kind of, yeah.
Like if it was okay, a victimless crime would be, you could argue, okay, this is going to get weird.
Oh, good. Excellent. I can't wait for the emails on this one.
But let's say I come
across
Scott and
Brian. I usually enjoy your show, but
let's say I come across like a dead deer on the side of the road. All right?
Yeah.
That has been done. The deed has been done. Whoever hit it and drove off, and there's now this dead corpse. Yeah. If I roll up on that corpse and go, well, there's no victim now, and then I take out a knife and I cut that deer down the middle and empty its guts, and then I wear its outsides and head and horns for the next 5 hours as I dance around the freeway naked otherwise.
Okay. All right, now let's pretend it's a grandpa and not a deer.
Well,
crossing the road and got hit by a car.
Either way, I mean, would the deer thing be a victimless crime?
It's okay if it's a deer. It's victimless if it's a deer and not a grandpa?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter. You could say grandpa. I'm saying any of that is going to be, someone's in trouble is what I'm saying. Like, you're going to get arrested no matter what. So
yeah, absolutely.
Is it victimless? I don't know.
But you're also you're adding some stuff to it that you could get arrested for. Dancing around naked on the highway, whether you're wearing the skin of Grandpa Nissan or not, is still going to get you arrested.
Nissan. Hold on. Why is it Grandpa Nissan?
Because he got hit by a Nissan.
Oh. So the scenario is still that the old man got hit by a car, just like the deer would have. Okay.
Yeah, Grandpa got hit by a car. Nobody's found him yet. Hit and run driver. You come up on the body, say, well, victimless crime, and you cut off his skin to wear as a pelt and dance around naked on the highway.
All right. Well, let's say you didn't dance around on the highway and you weren't even
You just
naked.
Decided to cut off some of Grandpa's skin to wear as a pelt.
Yeah, you're just walking around with Grandpa on.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning stream.
I feel like somebody somewhere is going to arrest you or you're in trouble.
For sure. Yeah.
There's no victim.
So you're in agreement with me that it is not a victimless crime.
100%. Yeah. 100% together on this.
Yeah, I think
I just, whoever, I forgot who said it in the chat now, the name I mentioned earlier. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how this is a victimless crime.
It was Travis Houseless.
Yeah, because to me, this isn't all that different. Someone's in there licking the blood off your dead relative. Feels like that is not a victimless crime.
I think that is still, I think that anything done to the human body, dead or alive, that you do not have permission to do is a crime.
Yeah. Why not? Mother says that's the biggest hole Scott ever dug. How is that the biggest hole I've ever dug? There's no hole.
Oh, I'm sure there are bigger ones.
Oh, I guarantee there are. That's why I'm surprised by the statement. I guarantee I've dug bigger holes.
Yeah.
There's no hole to dig. It's just, are you wearing Grandpa or are you not? And is it a crime or isn't it? That's it. That's the whole. There's no hole. I don't have to get out of it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, there are days I just should not look at the chat. And
there are, exactly, yes.
I'm just going to move it out of the way and report me for not moderating my chat. That's fine. Do what you got to do. All right. Hey, look at this here. Oh, we got time for just one more mention here.
Good. I like this story.
Yeah, I do too. A British man has, I don't know if it matters that he's British, but apparently it's important here. A British man stacks 5 M&Ms, so little, rounded edge M&Ms, 5 of them on top of each other, and as a result has set a new Guinness World Record for the most.
Did not realize there was a Guinness World Record for how many M&Ms you could stack.
I mean, now that I see it and I see how freaking unlikely it would be to do this properly, now I understand why. Because look at that. How do you do it? How'd you do it?
I mean, you could probably put 5 of them in your finger, just get them all, or like in your hand, line them all up, and then slowly pull your hand away.
Well, let's see.
Or
what
did he do them one at a time?
He did them one at a time, according to this video. So this is him doing it, and he had a really, really rough time getting them to hold. Okay, so he got 2 to stay. No.
Did he? And we make sure from the video he did not lick the side of one to like make it stick better.
As best as we can tell, like he's edited, and this video is shortened, but also they keep falling apart. So, oh my gosh, there it is, 5. Wow.
Oh,
all right. Well, if
no
they
way
can
to turn the audio off, jeez Louise.
The way that the way Guinness works, I think you just have to provide uncut proof, and then they'll give it to you. Somebody suggested that because we have the longest running World of Warcraft show in history, that I should apply for a record for that.
Oh, there you go.
Because they have a lot of dumb records, like
they do. Yes. Ooh, there's 4. Oh, puts the 5th one on there and it falls. Yeah. He's also not using. I think I would maybe use tweezers.
Oh yeah. That's not bad. A little more
or tongs or something. I don't know.
Don't touch his funny bone. That kind of thing.
Yeah. It also looks like he's on like a table that's not fully level. It's like made up of little bricks, but that might just be a pattern on the table.
Yeah, I can't tell either. But good luck to him and all his winnings. I don't know what you get for doing this. Probably nothing. Probably just get.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're in the book, I guess. Whatever that even is today.
Yep.
Like, does anyone take that thing seriously anymore? Does anyone care about the Guinness stuff? Is it cool anymore, or is it all dumb now, full of stuff that's just nonsense? Like,
I'm sure.
I don't know. It's weird. All right, we're done with that, and we're going to take a break. When we come back, Tom Merritt will be here. Going to do a little tech news. We got Recommentals after that, so stick around. Hey, Brian, why don't you give us a song while we stick around?
I think that would be a great idea. Big thanks to eGrapes PR for this one and the Croce Music Company. This is a band called The New Bardos, Bardots. That T is silent, but they're not. Fortunately, they've got a brand new album coming out called... it's just going to be an EP that's going to be released later this summer. But this is their new single. It is a song called On Our Own. This is some good rock. Here's the band, The New Bardos, On Our Own.
I'm going to have me some fun. 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 I'm going to have me some fun.
Now, let's make a super scientific test.
Oh, gosh dang it. Let me fix that. Here.
This is the morning stream. Look, we just want the money. You guys can walk away. We won't kill you.
All right, we're back, everybody. Welcome back to the program.
That song again, On Our Own by The New Bardos, Bardots. Look for them wherever you find music.
Yeah. Like, streaming services. You can go buy an album,
Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah. Can I get it at Walmart?
If you're still doing the Pandora thing.
How about Walmart? Can I get it there? No.
You probably can.
Maybe?
I don't know if you can, actually.
Target. All right. Anyway, wherever you get your music is the point.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
That man is Tom Merritt, and he joins us now, as he does each Wednesday, to talk about the tech news stories of the day. Daily Tech News Show's own Tom Merritt. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I join you now. I was going to say at the turning of the tide, but it's really not.
No, you just join us now. It's fine. You can.
The tide's kind of just where it is. It's not doing anything.
Yeah. Well, it rises and then it goes back.
Sure.
Rises, it falls. You can't explain that with
science.
Explain
that with science.
Explain it. You can't.
You can't. Well, it's good to have you here as always. And I was wondering this week I was so inundated with E3 stuff in the last couple of weeks that I feel like I'm numb now to all other news. And so
you're like a Dan Noodles.
So I actually really I really appreciate this opportunity, because you're gonna like catch me up maybe on what's going on today. So tell us what's happening.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about something we will not be talking about on Daily Tech News Show today, because it's happening tomorrow. But I wanted to kind of give you the preview of the new Windows announcement. There's going to be a Windows 11. It kind of leaked out, so we are expecting it to be called Windows 11, because the leaked version is called Windows 11. Will be announced tomorrow by Microsoft. And there's a lot of questions been circulating around this. Microsoft kind of let the message out there. They had one of their VPs actually say it, and they never really denied it, that Windows 10 would be the last operating system you ever need. The idea was that Windows was becoming Windows as a service, so there wouldn't be point upgrades like there had been from Windows 95, Windows 98, Windows XP, etc. And so everybody was a little surprised at the idea that there would be a new Windows announcement, and even more surprised when they leaked out a version that was literally called Windows 11. But I think that's making a mountain out of a molehill a little bit. Microsoft can change its mind, first of all. Second of all, they sort of were just trying to get the idea across of like, we're not doing the big Windows 98, Windows XP releases anymore. What we're doing is an ongoing evolution. And I think Windows 11 is just a really big step up. Instead of one of these twice yearly updates, Windows 11 is going to be a change in the user interface, and some changes under the hood that appear to be about being able to maintain your working environment across different computers. And there was a good article on CNET today about how that's sort of a reflection of the world in which we expect folks to be working from home and in the office in a mixed hybrid environment going forward. And so the new Windows will do a lot apparently to make that easier.
Yeah, to me this strikes me as not that different than Mac OS releases, except that Mac likes to get all fancy and frilly with their naming and say, well, now we're basing it on California's erupting mud basket or whatever they're doing. And then there's no erupting mud basket, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, are the mountains or the rivers or the whatevers? And then, but really they're doing the same thing. They just have opted not to give it numbers anymore. And Microsoft's just saying, well, our operating system is still a service. Like, I guess this is the big question. When I fire up my Windows PC to grab that update when it's available, am I buying a new OS, or is this just happening for me?
Yeah. That will be the big question. I fully expect, I do not know this, I fully expect that Windows 11 will be free for anybody who has Windows. That it will be no different than getting that twice yearly update. It's just going to be a bigger update with a new name. So Microsoft can lean back and say, like, we told you Windows 10 was the last one you'd ever need to get, because this is just a big update. And that's similar to how Apple does things.
Sure. Well, I'm all for it. I'm ready for a bigger, larger, take on Windows. You worry about anytime there's a major update on any platform of any kind, you worry about initial compatibility, especially if it's a massive change. But I'm excited because I feel like Windows 10's a little long in the tooth. Windows 10's also a little bit weird in that while it served me fine, it's got one foot in like old UI and old methodology for Windows, and then one foot in newer UI and other stuff, and you never quite know where the separation is. And some of these updates have blurred that line even more. So like it used to be, if you're going to use the audio control panel, it looked the same as it's looked since XP, and then suddenly they did an update and it totally doesn't look like that anymore, but there's still control panel elements that still look like the old XP elements. And then some people are mad because they want it back.
I personally am a huge fan of having to have two different settings apps, control panel and settings. But some people don't like that, apparently.
Yeah, apparently not.
I like the dynamism. It keeps me guessing. It makes life interesting. But some people find it confusing to have two entirely different places to go for your settings. So I don't know. Maybe they'll streamline stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I'm actually excited. I hope tomorrow yields some answers to some of those questions. But what I doubt is that they've had a change of heart in terms of the business model of it. I think they probably are just like you said. Here's the update. Here's the ongoing concern that is Windows, and it's awesome new version. We're calling it 11, but everyone who's got Windows, you'll just click update and you'll get it. If they do anything different than that, I'd be shocked.
Hasten to add, we don't know if that's what's going to happen, but that would be our best guess, right?
I'd just be surprised if they did that anything else, because why would they? That seems counter.
And by tomorrow, you'll know.
Yeah, you'll know tomorrow, and then tomorrow's DTNS will be full of information about Windows 11, but today won't so much. Today will be full of other cool stuff because you got guests on today and stuff, right? There's some cool stuff.
Yeah, Accessibility Week is what we're in the middle of on Daily Tech News Show. Every day we've got different guests talking about accessible technology. So we had Shelley Brisbane on Monday talking about vision accessibility issues. Yesterday we had a guy named David from Australia, David Woodbridge, who was talking about how you test for accessibility, how you assess whether a product is actually delivering on its accessibility promises. And today we've got two developers from Bungie, Jennifer Ash and Andrew Davis, who do accessible game design. So they're going to be joining us to talk about that. That's going to be a fun conversation, don't you think?
Yeah, I can't wait to be. I get to be on today, so I'm stoked because I got all kinds of questions about that. I think accessibility in gaming is really interesting because it's sort of not new, but it's sort of at its teenage area of development. Like we're still sort of getting our head around what it means, and that's everything from basic stuff like color blindness and how to deal with that in gaming, to more accessible controllers, and we'll probably end up talking to them about that Microsoft controller, the accessibility controller they make, and all of that. And coming from, the developers of such hallowed franchises as Halo or Haloed, I guess, franchises as Halo, and
Halo
and,
and
Destiny,
Halo and the other Halos,
all the Halos and the Destinies and the whatnots. They'll have lots to say, so definitely an episode to check out today, even if there isn't a lot of Windows 11 information. Tom Merritt, anything else going on around your world that you want to let people know about?
Why? Yes, there is. I've got a writer's Patreon. And last week in my newsletter, I pitched a sample of my upcoming audiobook. So if you want to get a preview of my upcoming audiobook, Project Vera, if you're a newsletter subscriber, you already know about this, but you can go join my writer's Patreon and get that free sample. You just have to be a member at any level, doesn't matter what. And it's patreon.com/acedetect, ACEDTECT. I know, I realize, I get it. But that means that you really have to want to get it to join. So, but anyway, if you check that out, it's a way to support my writing directly, and I do all kinds of postings of things I'm working on there, little samples and everything ahead of time. So mostly just for people who are like, hey, I like your writing, I want you to do more, but I try to share some of what I'm working on in there as well, including the first chapter of the upcoming audiobook, Project Vera.
Very nice. Now, I know you know this because I'm sure you've thought about it, but having your name be slightly hard to spell probably has yielded you
Tom? T-O-M?
It's probably yielded you a better sense of like, I'm getting the most quality possible applicants across these many years of using that name for different services because they had to do the extra work of remembering how to spell that thing, right?
Yeah, I agree. I've definitely approached my Twitter feed that way, where I'm like, well, I may not have the highest number of followers, but I know, especially in the early days when you really had to know the name, I was like, I know they had to work to get there. So,
yeah, they had to actually do something. So
I think appreciate them that much more.
You should be proud of it. It's Tom Merritt, everybody. Ace Detect on Twitter. Speaking of which, and we'll see you later for the Daily Tech News Show. Bye now.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See you, Tom.
Thanks, guys. All right,
Thanks, Tom.
Nicole, time.
Yeah.
We're getting her in here. We gotta do that. It'll be fun. It'll be full of great information, and we'll see if Discord is a little kinder to her connection, because last week it was a little bit weird, but we'll see when we play this right now. Welcome to the program, if you will. One Nicole Spagnolo, who is joining us from Colorado.
Is my connection weird?
No, well, last week you had it was like a weird sync thing with your video and your audio.
It's a weird delay, yeah.
Yeah, and it got worse as time went on, so I would switch servers, and then it would sync up again, and then it would lose it again. It was really weird. But I'm not worried. It's all
the
fine.
Internets.
Yeah, the internet. You never know what it's going to do.
Blame Mark. Just blame Mark.
Yeah, I always blame Mark. Hey, welcome to the show. We're going to do Recommentals today. And before we do that, I just want to say your quilt has become a huge hit with everybody who sees it. And
that's awesome.
everybody's jealous of it. All of them. Like, people have come over to the house and said, what the heck is that? And I'm like, oh, you want to see this? And I show them, and they're like, no way. And they all want to, like, commission you. And I'm like, I don't know if it works that way. I think she just sort of does what she wants to do.
That's not the way it works.
Yeah. So
you have to be invited.
I'm like, you got to be
I'm not jealous because I have my own.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to be her friend for like 12 years, and then you're good.
Exactly.
Then
you're
anyway,
in.
So I just wanted you to know how well that's been received around here. It's been great.
I think it might be the only one in existence. I've never seen an all Blizzard quilt before.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be the only one.
I think it is. Somebody called Guinness. We got 2 Guinness things to report today. One is that quilt. Hey, anyway, let's get right to the Recommentals here. Tom. Brian. Hey, Brian, you've got 2
Brian's
of them.
even harder to spell.
Yeah, it's a little harder.
I have 2 today.
Yeah.
Let's start with the first one. This is a movie. It's actually a documentary. What?
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa. You watched a documentary.
Don't worry, I'll make up for it with the second recommendation.
All right, excellent. Here you go. I love documentaries, so hopefully I'll like this one. Here we go.
If I agree to go to London, and if I agree to do it all over the U.S., if I agree to do it in China, how am I not going to go do it in Cuba? Where my ancestors are from, where my family's from. Like, if anywhere there is to go, is to take it to the people who need it the most.
You're not going to make an impact of any kind.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to come, the 2.5 hours are going to finish,
Yeah.
you're going to leave Cuba, and you're going to leave Cuba the same as when you arrived. Perhaps even worse, you know why?
Possibly.
Because they got a taste of it.
Yeah, a little bit of a taste of a freedom that they will never see again.
They'll never see again. I'm scared for you, but at the same time, I think it's a good opportunity for the people there to see, to have a chance.
That sounds like a Cuban related, a Cuban thing.
It is, the thing they're talking about is a performance of Rent. The movie is called Revolution Rent. This is an HBO original documentary. It's actually released way back in 2019 at a documentary film festival, but in April of this year, HBO Documentary Films got distribution rights and released it on June 15th on HBO Max. This is the story of Andy Senior Jr., who played Angel on in the Broadway version of Rent, the one that had Daphne Rubin Vega, had Anthony Rapp, had the guy from The Flash, whose name I can't remember. But anyway, he played Angel in that. And since then, he's traveled around the world, as you hear, like going to China and London and places like that to help local performance groups put on a performance. Well, Cuba's is different because of course, the revolution and the tenuous relationship with America and the tenuous relationship between the government and its people. It's a lot harder. This actually was the first, this performance of Rent was the first American musical ever performed in Cuba. And so it's like a big milestone for that. So it follows him going down to Cuba and recruiting or auditioning and things like that. It's really, really good. It's really sweet. And I kind of wanted it to go a little deeper than it did, but you know what? It went just fine as far as like the level of depth it went into. You watch this, you forget that Cuba, man, they're still driving around old cars down there, like old 50s and 60s looking cars.
Vintage,
down there.
right?
Yeah. But then you're driving
Car
down
collectors
these.
are drooling to get to them.
Yeah.
Totally. But then you're, driving down these city streets that have been decimated by bombs and stuff like that. That it's just, the poverty level, and it's such a difficult place to kind of put something like this on. But it is, so the movie is Revolution Rent. It's a really, really good documentary following what this guy does. And it's just going to make you feel good inside when you watch this movie and see what happens.
This is interesting. This Andy Senior guy.
Yeah.
His filmography is really interesting because he's got a bunch of acting credits, kind of random and sporadic, video game stuff, some TV stuff, up till 2008, and then it's all been play stuff, stage and Rent. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But prior to that, he's got like these additional crew credits for as Loop Group. I don't know what that is. It must be a specific job on set. But for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, for Max Keeble's Big Movie, for Spy Kids, for Holes, like
Loop Group.
Yeah, what's a Loop Group?
I don't know.
Some of these are additional voices as credits, so maybe it's something to do with voicing or post production VO or something. I don't know. Just a cool, interesting, weird career. That sounds good. I'll watch that. That's now officially on my list. I like stuff like that. So
yeah,
good.
It's really, really good.
All right, number 2 here. Any setup here?
Number 2. So as good as you feel watching Revolution Rent, prepare to let that all get washed away as you watch my second recommendal.
Make you feel like crap.
No, this will still make you feel good, but it'll be like, I can't believe I'm watching this.
Wow. All right.
It's a TV series.
Here you go.
The last time we saw these bakers, they began a descent into mystery.
What do you smell this?
And buttercream.
It's buttermilk.
I didn't know those were different. 6 dramatically lit teams.
Oh boy.
Scoured for clues.
Hey guy, what is it? Looks like a radar gun, doesn't it?
And attempted to recreate a mystery dessert.
Oh my God.
A red velvet cake.
Yellow cake. Black forest cake.
You don't want us to eat the acetate?
No.
Some achieved sweet victory.
Emma and Leslie.
While others violated food safety standards.
Egg. Raw. I didn't think about that till right now.
One team was left out to cool.
Holy we're in trouble.
Hell knows what can happen.
It's a recipe for madness.
Ow. It's okay.
And probably high. Or whatever's going on there.
So that sounds like, what's his name?
It's definitely not British Bake Show.
No.
That is definitely not. That is Joel McHale.
Joel McHale.
I know. That is a new reality show called Kitchen Crime Scene that combines the love of British Bake Off with CSI, I guess.
All right.
Basically, you've got pairs of bakers who go into a kitchen that's been set up and look to try and decide what was recently baked in that kitchen. So they've got pie tins sitting in the sink, or they've got ingredients that are left open, but they might even have just crumbs on the table, and they've got to look at figure out what those crumbs are. It is weirdly entertaining, and I wouldn't be watching it if it weren't Joel McHale hosting it, because he's as sarcastic about the whole thing as anybody watching it should be.
I get it. That's good. I think that actually helps me have any interest, because otherwise that structure of even the trailer sounded, or
if it weren't right, if this was just another Fox series, another Fox reality show of like, all right, with even that description, I'd be like, nah, not interested. But you put Joel McHale, who is constantly going up to the teams, tasting their food, being sarcastic about it. It's actually kind of entertaining. It is a guilty pleasure kind of show, but it is very entertaining. Mm-hmm. This is its first season. It's actually currently in production, or currently shooting, and it's only 4 episodes have been released. So, but it's one of these things where it's like, well, yeah, I'm not waiting to see if they stick the landing. You can pretty much guess what it's going to be week after week. But it is amazing, like, how different these teams, they find buttercream and a square cake pan, and the different things that they come up with that could have been used, or those things could have been used to make. It's actually kind of a clever concept, one that I would have ignored had it not been for Joel McHale. It's also got Curtis Stone, who's the Australian chef, whose body is slowly starting to swallow his head. I mean, he was like, you see early pictures of Curtis Stone, and then look at Curtis Stone now. It's like his neck is getting shorter and shorter and shorter.
He's just peeking out of there now. It's just barely making it out.
And it's it's something to do while you're waiting for the next British Bake Off, basically.
All right. It sounds all right.
It's all right.
I forgot I was muted. Sorry.
Oh.
What were you going to say?
I was muted. I'm talking, and I'm like,
I didn't even
What'd you
notice.
say? We missed it.
I wasn't looking at your screen.
Ava came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ava came in to tell me that she's very upset that I took away her iPad.
Oh. What happened there? What was the deal?
She just threw a massive fit yesterday while we were out, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I got to reset her. She's super delayed.
Oh, my reset.
No, you're back. You're good now. It's just like a slow delay. It's weird. It catches. Like right now, you're fine. But then,
it's probably because Mateo's playing Fortnite.
Oh, it could be that. I don't know.
It could be that.
You guys are on the old dial-up or
Sorry.
something. Well, all right. No worries.
Anyway,
so that looks
Crime Scene Kitchen. It's on Hulu, and
it's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu, and it's.
Is it airing on TV first and then showing up on Hulu? Is it a Hulu starting there kind of deal?
Nope, it's airing on TV first and then showing up on Hulu the next day.
Okay, one of those deals. All right, here is mine. This is a Netflix series. Okay. And it's not new, and I've also seen it already, but I'm rewatching it so that I can catch up to season 4. Because I love it so much, I had no problem watching it over again. And anyway, I'm not going to give any more hints than that. Here you go.
God is in all his churches.
Your God's love is not unconditional. He does not love us. And he does not love you.
I have done his bidding. My life's work is in his name.
Your life's work makes him puke.
I am the Bishop of Greshit.
Your God knows that we wouldn't be here without you. This is all your fault, isn't it?
She was a witch.
Lies in your house of God? No wonder he has abandoned you. But we love you. We love you. We couldn't be here without you.
Okay. Guesses, Brian? Nicole?
Is this Orange is the New Black?
No. No, those are not scenes.
I have a guess, but only because I saw somebody post in the chat room. I never would have got it without seeing, because I haven't seen this, but I knew you watched it, and I knew this is something that you would watch.
How about you, Nicole? Any guesses?
Same way. Castlevania.
It is very well said. Yeah, if you saw it in the chat, you probably got it. I'm rewatching Castlevania's because I haven't seen the latest season, but I got as far as finishing 2, and I loved every second of it. But then I just got behind, so when I was going to go fire this up, I went, you know what? This isn't a terribly long series. In fact, the first season's only like, 6 episodes? Not even that, maybe 4. It's really short. I'm just going to rip through these again because I really enjoyed it the first time. So I did. And it's awesome. I have to say that this trend of video games turned into anime style, short stories or series on streaming services is one of my favorite current trends. I love it. I love that Mortal Kombat thing that was on HBO. That was great. They've announced the sequel to that, which is super exciting. In fact, it turned out to be my favorite Mortal Kombat thing besides the games. It's better than any of the movies ever were. And that includes that new live action movie. This is really high quality stuff. It's not just simply, anime imported or whatever. It's got this really cool, not only animation and art style, but amazing voice work and incredible writing. The whole show is being run by Warren Ellis. And Warren Ellis, Brian will know, as a very renowned comic book writer.
Yeah.
Known for all sorts of really cool stuff in, on both Marvel, DC, and his own stuff on the side or independently. Just an amazing writer in comics. And he's running this show, and you can tell it's definitely got kind of his tone. The acting's amazing. You've got Richard Armitage as your main Trevor Belmont character. You know him from the Hobbit movies. He was what was the name of the Hobbit that he played? Or not Hobbit, but the dwarf. He played Thorin, the main dwarf, Thorin.
Oh,
He's very, very good. James Callis, BSG's James Callis, is in this. He plays Alucard, which is a very cool character. You don't get to see him till later in the series or first season. And just a whole bunch of amazing actors. Bill Nighy's in this. We all love him. Great voice actors across the board. Anyway, they just sort of kill it. Oh, Jason Isaacs is in this. He's great in it. Anyway,
he's great. He was just a crossword puzzle question for me this last weekend.
Oh, very nice. I think it's one of my favorite shows on Netflix. Like straight up, I love it that much. And it's bloody and it's dark and it's it's what you expect out of something like Castlevania. But they really do a great job of sort of homage to the original game series, but also just make it feel new and fresh and kind of stand on its own. And I highly recommend it. And again, this is just part of my rewatch. I'm not even to the new content yet, so I'll get there. I'll finish that. That will supposedly finish out this run, and then they just announced they've got more coming, but it'll be like it won't be Trevor's story. It'll be something else, which is probably good because that's how the games did it. It was never, for a while it was about Trevor Belmont. For a while it was about Simon Belmont. This whole Belmont house thing spans ages, and they sort of stick around that stuff. It's just very, very cool, and lots of vampire shit, and the fights are awesome. The animation's great. It's just totally my kind of animated thing, and I think people will enjoy it if you haven't checked it out. So I guess what I'm saying is we are now entering an age where if you see a name like Castlevania on this, or the upcoming Splinter Cell, or I think there's a Far Cry one coming, a couple other game-based anime-ish things coming to Netflix.
There's the Borderlands movie coming.
Let me know when they've got Katamari Damacy adaptation.
I'll let you know. I think that's probably not happening, but when it does,
I'd be all in.
You're the guy I'm calling that day. I'm going to let you know when I hear about that. Anyway, it's all on Netflix. Go check it out. It's rad. All right, Nicole, what did you bring?
Am I laggy again? Do you need a reset?
I'm going to do you a little change.
Do I need to leave
here? Let's go to let's go back to the Western United States. Hold on here. Let's
I can disconnect and reconnect.
No, it's not.
Quick.
I think it's going to happen no matter what. All right, here we go. Okay, now we're on the West again. Go ahead.
All right. I wanted to ask you your thoughts on the Borderlands movie coming out.
I have really low expectations, mainly because the director.
They're like in the basement, low.
Yeah, it's pretty low. The actors in that thing are cool. Like, have you seen the people in it? It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Look who you got showing up for
Kevin
this.
Hart.
Okay, well, he's bottom of the barrel as far as I'm concerned. You got Kate Blanchett. Yeah. You got Jack Black, Kevin Hart, Jamie Lee Curtis for some reason.
Just call it Jumanji in Pandora.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, right.
But
I would rather them do a anime, like a cartoon movie of it.
I would too. That's my whole point. I think it's dumb to make these feature live action movies. I mean, do them, I guess, whatever. But a series would be so much better. And Eli Roth is a bad director. There, I said it. He's terrible. So he shouldn't be making this movie. Anyway.
Wow.
Have you guys seen any of his movies? They're all bad.
Hostile and
bad. Not that they're not. I mean, they're Hostile and Cabin in the Wood, Cabin Fever. That was it.
Cabin Fever, yeah.
They're great premises for horror movies, and they're not even original premises, but they're good, and they're good. It's a good backdrop for good horror movies. But the acting and the directing is terrible. They're so bad.
Yeah.
So
I love Borderlands so much that I'm on purpose setting my expectations like really, 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 really low. Really low.
Are you excited about that?
You kind of have to, right?
Yeah.
Are you excited
Don't
about
mess
that?
with Tiny Tina. That's what I'm saying.
Are you excited about that Tiny Tina based Wonderlands thing they're making? Did you hear about that?
No.
Oh, you missed that at E3, did you? Oh,
yeah, I didn't really.
Listen, this thing looks like your jam because basically it's Borderlands in fantasy world, and somehow Tiny Tina's involved. And
is it the older Tiny Tina or the younger Tiny Tina?
Younger Tiny Tina.
Okay, I'm in.
Same voice actress.
I don't like older Tiny Tina.
But yeah, like it's a very I watched that trailer and went, oh well, Nicole's gonna lose her mind. She's gonna love this.
I'll look for it then.
Yeah.
Tentatively losing her mind.
Yeah.
All right, so I have those recommendals for you.
All right.
Here's the first one.
All righty. I'm gonna click this one here for the world to hear. Here we go. Enjoy. Wait, it's not playing. Here we go. Now it is. very quiet. Hold on.
Don't go, hun. Hun. You've never called me that.
I have. I have called you that.
Oh? Call me hun then.
What is that? What is this? Newborn to 18 years.
Can't do it. Bet you could if it was a job, though, right?
Hey, it's got Richard. What's his name? I like that guy.
$1,575 to call me hun.
Oh, three-way split. It's $525 each.
I don't want to do it that way this time. It's one word, just say it.
All right, so what do we got here?
Yeah.
I cannot tell.
We watched this, and I completely forgot to recommendal it. It's funny. We watched it specifically so I could use it for recommendals, and we forgot. That's Kajillionaire.
This is Kajillionaire, streaming on HBO. This is a movie I've kind of had my sights on for a while. You heard very low voice of Evan Rachel Wood.
Yeah, why is she way down here? What's her deal?
Didn't really recognize her. So it's a family of con artists. And there's the trailer for it actually has Richard Jenkins talking about everybody wants to be a Kajillionaire, but I just want to skim. And so they've raised Evan Rachel Wood, her character. Her name is, what the hell's her name again?
It's on here.
Dolholio or
it's Old Dolio.
Old Dolio, yeah.
Dolio. And you're like, what in the world? Why is she named Old Dolio?
Yeah.
And you find out. So, and I'm not going to give that away.
Yeah.
And they are constantly scheming, constantly scamming. Until I pulled up this clip, did not realize that Deborah Winger is the mother.
Right. Yeah, I didn't either. Yeah.
Didn't recognize her at all until like 10 minutes.
We didn't know until the credits were rolling, and then both Tina and I went, "Oh my God, that's Deborah Winger."
Yeah, but look at Richard Jenkins, dude. I freaking love that guy. He can do no wrong.
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
Okay.
So on one of their scam things where they won a trip and they meet Gina Rodriguez, her character.
She's Jane the Virgin.
Yep, Jane the Virgin.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, she gets involved. I was like, why are you putting yourself in this weird situation? But that's the story. Their involvement with her and the schemes that they do, and Old Dolio's. I can't believe I have to say her name like that.
It's a pretty weird name.
I mean, she was treated as an adult since she was a child, and that's what you heard. You know, they split their deals 3 ways, always.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, it's a dark comedy. There's some funny moments, but it's really sad. But
so does it bug you that she talks like that the whole time? Because Evan Rachel Wood doesn't normally go, "Hey guys, what's going on? We're gonna be like that's really low."
I don't know. Got used to it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like she's forcing that. Then that'd be good.
No,
if not,
no.
All right.
No, it's clear she has some trauma.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, it's I don't know, it's sad.
Yeah.
Watching it.
Great. Let's watch this sad movie. I'm excited.
But I do
It's
have
good.
a happy...
It's really good. Yeah.
Did you guys like it?
We did. Yeah. It's funny. Like I said, we were I don't know why I forgot to recommend it. I think it was, there was a bunch of things we saw that week and I forgot to write it down on my list.
Great Don Julio.
Don Julio.
Very unusual name.
Don Julio.
So
if you want my butthole.
Oh wow. Hey, you know they're redoing that. I can't wait for that.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're getting what's his name?
Judge.
Mike Judge is doing a whole new series of Beavis and Buttheads. Yeah. Pretty excited. All right. Well done. Right. Now you said you had a number 2 there.
I have a number 2.
All right.
There you go. This is a documentary series. Very uplifting and fun.
Well, I like those. Here we go. I'm going to hit play Maybe it'll work this time. Here we go. Okay. Nope. There we go. All right.
There are a lot of movies about penguins. Then there's these birds. Meet the endangered African penguins.
Modoc.
Every summer, they descend on Simonstown, South Africa. These birds are taking over this town with full VIP access. In this place, they are gods. They have 6 months to choose a partner, stake a claim, and make more penguins.
Dude, they're clumsy buggers, these things, falling on everything. What is this? It looks great. I heard Patton Oswalt talking. What is this?
Yep, that's Patton Oswalt. This is Penguin Town on Netflix. And isn't this a documentary? I mean, it's a nature documentary.
Sure,
they follow these birds. These
aren't actors in penguin costumes, right? With a script?
Nope.
But they make it fun. Like, I don't know, they give them personalities by how they describe what they're doing. They actually give each couple a name. So you have the Bulvergers or whatever, and they're under a bush, and the Culverts, and they're in a culvert. And they follow these penguins in this town in South Africa. And there are thousands of penguins that come to this town. I mean, literally the town is just taken over by penguins. And they're there for 6 months. And you get to follow the adventures of these little penguins, and it's actually very sweet.
Where do they go after the 6 months? Do they go back somewhere? Like
I didn't get that far yet.
Oh, it's a whole series. Okay.
I'm guessing
they're put on hiatus until.
I'm guessing they're going back to a colder place. Okay. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
But they're there, and it's hot.
Did you ever watch a show called Meerkat Manor?
Oh, we did. Yeah.
No, but I think it's along the same lines.
I was going to say, right, because they had they study these meerkats, but they also gave them names, and it kind of sounds a lot like this, where they're like, all right, the Joneses are still in their little dugout, but they're coming out to bark at a lion or whatever.
Totally. Right. If that's what this is like, I will happily watch this.
We're so hooked on that show.
It's just like that, but with penguins. And in that clip, they took out the part that, of course, my son heard. And it said, "These are the African penguins, also known as the jackass penguins." Wow. And my son said, "Can I say jackass?" I'm like,
jackass penguins? Why do they call them that? I wonder what that, because they're so goofy?
Yeah.
They poop in hardware store toilets?
I don't know.
They launch themselves in the air in a porta potty. Is that why?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Jackass 4 coming, by the way. A little commercial there for Jackass 4 in theaters.
It's the 90s all over again. Beavis and Butthead, Jackass.
Yep. Bring it back. We're ready. All right. I'll watch this for sure. This looks. Where is this showing?
This is on Netflix.
Okay.
Netflix.
Easy to get then.
Yeah, we're totally watching that.
Check it out. Very cool. Great recommendations this week, man. Lots of stuff I want to see. And, whether any of you see my fun little vampire show, well, that'll be up to you. Nicole is always putting the stuff up on Twitter as well. Nicole Spag on Twitter. So follow her and you'll find out what we talked about if you don't remember from us saying it verbally. Nicole, have a fantastic week. Bye now.
See ya.
What did your daughter get grounded from? I forgot what she said. What was she grounded from? She got grounded from something?
Oh,
Ava did.
Ava did, yeah.
Do you remember what that was? What'd she get grounded from? TV?
Oh, the iPad.
Oh, the iPad. That was it.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to give her a little shout out. Ava, we hope you get your iPad.
Hope you and your iPad are soon reunited.
Yep. I mean, what will it do without you? It's got to happen. Yes. All right. That's it for today's guests, and they were great. So hats off to them for being rad. And now we dive into some of you may hate to hear this. I don't know. Do you really want to hear me swear a lot? That's the question. Do you want to hear me cuss more than I've ever cussed?
I mean, is it more than the usual Jamie Resident Evil mashup?
Yes. Yes. Wow. 100%. So Jamie put this one together. This is part 5 of the Resident Evil playthrough. And I will say it was not the scariest session, but it had moments that pissed me off so bad because they were either difficult or there's this weird mini game marble thing you have to do in that game. It's a long story, but they were easy until they weren't, and then when they weren't, I thought I was going to kill somebody. Oh my gosh, they're pissing me off so bad.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
It seems like a weird thing to put in your Resident Evil game, but okay.
And Jamie claims this is his favorite thing he's ever edited together from this.
Oh,
so,
of course we got to hear this then.
Yeah, so apparently that's what you're going to get. Enjoy this, I guess, for whatever it's worth. This is part 5 of me playing Resident Evil. He calls this file Swear Jar. Okay? Enjoy.
This is the worst chicken.
Just kill the chicken, Scott.
I'm trying. Oh my gosh. F the chicken. Shit. What is this? Oh no. Get him in the balls. Torso flask. Shit. Objection. Oh. We just spawned 3 dicks. Shitty chicken. Come here, you little shit. No, F the village. The village can eat my wiener. Gunpowder. Oh shit! Oh shit! What is this? What is this stupid thing? It's so dumb. I'm blue. I think I'm a guy. Oh shit! Judge of that! The boob is in my face. I knew it. Oh shit! I didn't see him. Shit! Oh shit! Gosh dang it! He's such a dick. Oh shit! Damn it! Dick. Oh gosh dang it. Shit monkeys. What the frick was that? That's some bullshit. What am I supposed to do, John?
Yeah, this
game. Shit. Nowhere to go. John, there's nowhere to go. Shit. Oh, it's behind me. Son of a bitch. Goat. Bullshittery. Shit. What is that? What is that? Shit balls. Oh, you dumb bitch. All right.
Oh,
wow.
My goodness. Has a little metal ball ever been called that in the history of mankind until right now?
I think I may have had Tourette's right there. I don't know how that came out that harsh. Get in the hole, you dumb piece of shit. Okay. You piece of shit. Trolley. Dick. You dirty piece of shit. Oh my gosh, dude. What do I not get if I don't get this?
Something to sell.
That's it?
Yeah. No.
Oh, I get it. This game can F off.
How mad would you be?
Son of a bitch! Sorry. How mad would I be if they came in right now? I might leave home. That's how bad. Oh, I can't see. Carter! They brought me a swear jar. Thanks. Can you guys hear me swearing up there? No! Son of a bitch! Oh, that sucks so bad. Oh, go back. Not so far! Get down there. Did I do it?
You did it.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm glad I got to see that.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Can they hear you upstairs? I think the neighbors can even hear you.
Yeah, I get so loud, there's no way. I mean, if you're within, 12 feet of the house, you probably hear me yelling.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. It was frustrating. I get this way about I remember swearing that hard when I was playing Meat Boy back in the day, Super Meat Boy.
Yeah.
That game's still, to this day, one of the most frustrating experiences ever. But yeah, that marble game, if anyone's listening who made that little mini game in Resident Evil, your marble game sucks.
It's no turtle make it to the water, is what you're saying.
Oh, it's worse. Well, at least that's easy, right? Like this thing was so... It's one of those things where you got a marble and you got to turn the table to get it to go the right.
Oh, like a labyrinth kind of thing.
It's like that, but this big ornate multi-level one made out of metal. It's all dark in there and it's a little steely ball, and you got to like turn the camera around the other side, and you forget which button does what. And gosh, dang it, it's brutal.
Holy cow!
Who's calling me? Hold on. Spam risk. Should we find out who it is? Let's do this.
Your social security number
Hello, who's
has
this?
come up.
Hello, spam risk. They're not answering.
Aww.
That's too bad. We could have had some fun with it.
Yes.
All right, let's get out of here. We're done.
In the nutshell, the crank calls come to you.
Yeah, we don't prank anybody. They all just call us.
That's right.
All right, we're out of here. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We appreciate it. Thanks for your support at patreon.com/TMS. And thanks for all your emails. I got a bunch I got to get to and have actually read on the show. I keep asking for them, but I've been reading them less. So don't worry. Just a little bit of backlog. themorningstream@gmail.com. Brian, let's see. DTNS today. What else? That's actually it for me, I think. Yeah, tomorrow's core. So anything going on with you want to mention for the show? Vince?
Not with me. I do have a Coverville tomorrow, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. And that's it. We're basically between seasons on everything else. So all that stuff, soundography, ANTP, coming back soon. But for right now, it's Coverville and bicycling and freelance right now.
Yeah.
One big project that I just wish would end.
Yeah, I
just wish it would end.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
You do know the one, yes.
That's it. Thank you all for joining us. Brian, why don't you play a song before we get out?
Sure. Jersey Tom wrote in and said, "Dear Scotch Tape and Boxes, after over 20 years of fighting the New Jersey traffic and high cost of living, my family and I are jumping in a moving truck and headed down I-95 to Florida. Now I'll be a Florida man."
Whoa.
I'm saving up podcasts for the drive, so hope to hear the request. Thanks for everything you guys do. And can I get a hunk scream?
Oh, yeah. I just had that up the other day, yesterday, in fact, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Well, let's play it right now. Here's the real one, the good one with the guy. Where'd it go? Here it is. There you go. Enjoy.
Never gets less funny.
Nope.
It's always great.
It's always good.
Thanks. All the best. Jersey, soon to be Florida Tom.
Nice.
His request was Moving Out by Billy Joel, a cover of Moving Out or anything moving related. Oh, why veer from the top right there? Let's go to that one. Moving Out by Billy Joel. Covered on a few different things. This one is a fun live cover from the Pale Pacific. They released an album or an EP in 2010 called There Is a Cover Song. Here is their cover, the Pale Pacific's cover of Moving Out, Anthony's song by Billy Joel.
All right. That'll do it for us. Thank you all for being here. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow, so come on back now, you hear? This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
How bad can meth really be?
Yeah. How bad can meth really be? How bad can it be?
I'll just try it once.
Only the one time.
Just
All right.
once.
Let's see. Title time, folks.